I gotta say, ranking the pistols of Modern Warfare 2 is hard. They're all pretty decent and you can't go wrong with either. But I'm comfortable with my final list, and by the end of this video, you'll know about all the pistols' unique stats and how they stack up against each other, because this is, in fact, a worst to best, a series where I rank all weapons within a class after I've unlocked Platinum Camo and have a considerable amount of experience with each. Jumping right into it with our first pistol at the number 5 spot, the worst pistol in Modern Warfare 2 is going to the X12. The X12 is a basic pistol, and because pistols are so neck and neck to say, I'm going to try to share what each pistol specializes in that makes them stand out, but the X12 doesn't really excel in any particular stat or playstyle. It's a pretty balanced pistol all around. It does have a slower time to kill, however, within pistol range, and you can feel the time of that one extra shot it takes to kill with the X12 compared to the other 4 pistols that are in this game. At long range, the X12 can kill faster than average for a pistol, but in practice, you're not going to be using the X12 at long range, so the long range doesn't really matter. It's all about like close to mid-range with pistols, and the X12 is a bit behind in that department. The nice thing about the X12 though is that it has a 17-round magazine and low recoil, and it has the fastest semi-auto fire rate, so it's pretty easy to use. It's fairly forgiving. You can do well with it, but it just doesn't have that little oomph to it that the other pistols have. The X12 is the one pistol that sticks out as being a little less powerful than the others, and that is why it is at worst. But again, you can't go wrong with either of the 5 pistols that are currently in the game. Next up at the number 4 spot, we have the .50 GS, or the Desert Eagle, if you're familiar with some of the earlier Call of Duty games. Now, this is my personal favorite pistol to use. It is the king of consistency. The unique thing about the .50 GS is that it's essentially a 2-shot kill at any range, whether it be 10 meters or 100 meters. It's going to be a 2-tap, 360 millisecond time to kill as long as you're not hitting limbs. And that's without the faster fire rate trigger. Now, that's a relatively slow time to kill for close range, but the .50 GS is the fastest killing pistol from mid to long range. And unlike the X12 and actually most of the other pistols, the .50 GS has longer base range stats, near assault rifle level bullet velocity, and low recoil that makes it actually viable at long range. Plus, it's able to one-shot headshot up to 25 meters. So this is a great option if you can reliably land headshots, and or if you need a primary as secondary weapon that can put up a fight at all ranges. It's not going to be forgiving if you're missing your shots at close range or not hitting headshots at close range, but if you can do that, it is a really good weapon. Again, it's my personal fave, so it kind of pains me to put it at the number 4 spot, but the remaining pistols are better at being a secondary pistol and have some more versatility to it, which is why the .50 GS is sitting at the number 4 spot. The third best pistol in Modern Warfare 2 is the P890. This is a sidearm that fires slower than the X12 but deals much more damage. It will be a 2-shot kill as long as you can land upper body shots up to 20 meters, and that 2-shot kill is actually the fastest killing in class, ignoring 1-shot kills. The P890 packs some punch, and I absolutely love it for that. It feels so good to use. Unfortunately, beyond 20-ish meters, its damage severely drops off, and the P890 starts to fall behind its competition the further out your target is. It also has the worst bullet velocity in class, which reinforces that the P890 is intended for close-range combat. It's not that great when you start to stretch its range out. It is an extremely easy pistol to use, and it's good enough that you can handle it as a primary as you want. It's also amazing as a secondary hot swap pistol. You just gotta pop 2 shots off real quick and you can take out up to 3 enemies before you have to reload, and that's without any attachments. You can get more bang for your buck if you put on one of the extended mags for it. Just a very strong, well-rounded, traditional pistol, and again, you can't go wrong with it. Moving on to the runner-up, though. The second best pistol in Modern Warfare 2, in my opinion, is the X13 Auto. Now, this is the one and only fully automatic handgun that we have in the game right now, and it pretty much maintains the fastest time to kill across all ranges between all the pistols. Assuming you're landing all your shots in 1v1 pistol scenarios, this is outgunning everything else besides the one-shot capable pistols, of course. Actually, if you can land your shots wasting up within the first range profile, you can reduce the shots to kill to just 4, and the X13 actually kills 15 milliseconds faster than the P890, even though I just said it's the fastest time to kill in class. That's the one exception, but you do have to land your shots wasting up for the X13 to do that. But yeah, the X13 is just straight up good. The tricky part is that you have to handle its recoil. You can kit it with recoil attachments to get the recoil pretty low, and you'll still have pretty decent aim down sight speeds. There's also a barrel that converts the X13 to like a mini SMG. It opens up a couple attachment slots if you'd like to go that direction with it. You can also go the akimbo route with the X13s and have that dual Glock action going on to kill people even faster. So there's a lot of ways you can go about using this weapon. It's one of the strongest pistols in the game, but at the same time, I also feel like the P890 is a bit more reliable and consistent. We have to factor in the recoil with the X13. You know, the better option just really depends on your playstyle. I'm going to reiterate that throughout this video. All these pistols are really, really good. I just think the X13 is a bit more versatile and a bit more viable than the other pistols we've gone over so far in this video. That's why the X13 is at the number 2 spot, which brings us to the number 1 pistol. But before I reveal it, a quick friendly reminder, please don't forget to like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. I'm on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and any support is appreciated. But the best pistol in Modern Warfare 2 at number 1 is the Baslisk. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. I actually never even looked into that, so I'm going to call it the Magnum for the remainder of this video. But this weapon is a high damage revolver that brings a lot to the table. It's a 2 to 3 shot kill, and for actually both these scenarios, it's the slowest killing pistol in class. However, the Magnum can one-shot to the chest up to 10 meters, and it can one-shot to the head up to 35 meters. This is a very rewarding weapon if you can pull off the one-shot kills. If you can't, you're probably going to be better off with the .50 GS or any of the other pistols in the game. Now, the one-shot kills on its own isn't necessarily enough to be deserving of the best spot. I've actually struggled with placing this weapon on this list, but what solidified the title of best pistols is the option of the snake shot rounds. The snake shot rounds turn the Baslisk into a shotgun, essentially, and you can get some pretty easy one-shot kills and running around the map, just using them like a primary, or you can just whip them out and get an easy one-shot kill when you need to reload your primary. They're very powerful. So the Baslisk is not only a super strong ranged one-shot kill potential machine that you can treat as a primary, it also is a strong close range monster that you can treat as a primary or a secondary. It has a lot of versatility to it, and that's my reason why the Baslisk is at the number 1 spot. But again, I want to reiterate, all pistols, except for maybe the X12, are very good. You can't go wrong with either of them. I can see, in fact, I've had arguments in my head while I was brainstorming this video for different rankings of different pistols being at the best spot and so on and so on. So if you disagree with a particular pistol's placement, please comment what you think the best pistol is. Let your voice be heard. And as always, you're welcome to leave your own worst to best list if you want to give your own interpretations. Please don't forget to click like on this video, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.